Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Chrono Cross One Plays Games and the Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. And this will be part 4. I tried to get this going as a live stream. Internet took a crap. What can you do? And I haven't been able to restore it. So I'm assuming my internet service provider is having a maintenance window or something, or my modem's just dead. I don't know. Not completely dead because it's got a power light on it, but nothing else is happening after attempting to restart it. So, anyway, we're just going to continue on in this, and as soon as my internet comes back, I'll upload it. So, that's basically what happened. I'll try to do the rest of them, live if I can. I actually prefer that now. This offline stream thing isn't, well, my preference anymore, so... Anyway, so we were going to try to face the Sword Master to continue on in our quest in this game. And so, we have to go back to this guy here. He's not the Sword Master, but I think we have to beat him, his machine, and then he'll let us see the Sword Master.
There's no answer.
Maybe not.
There's no answer.
So, unless I'm forgetting where he said to go to find the Sword Master after we were ready.
I don't see anything special about it.
Which is Carla. Pirate. And I don't think she would just show up in the middle of the screen or anything like that, so... Anything change at the Ship Emporium? I'll go back there for a second. No, nothing's changed here. I don't want to use our hint system again, and if we can help it, because I feel like we've used it too much already. If I was paying attention, I probably would know where we're supposed to go find her. Knocked on the door, there's nothing else we can do. Really wish there was a way I could get the inventory to open up with the mouse, but I'd have to go over to the...
It's a striking yellow color. Captain Smirk's Big Body Pirate Gym.
Okay, this is...
Sword training, 30 pieces of weight. Cannon firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook, 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
As I was saying, that isn't even the Sword Master's house. Nothing else is opened up. I mean, we go back into the village and see what we got going on there. I don't know. Anything change in the scum bar? I mean, we could go in there and check that. Was there anything else we could do in, like, the other parts of town, though? Yeah, we've already bought that map I couldn't figure out from this guy. We bought, I think, everything we can from the shop. These guys gave us minutes, which I don't know what to do with. We already know what that chicken with the pulley thing is. There was Meat Hook over on that one island that we used that on. But I wasn't able to figure out what to do with him.
Hey, where'd you go? Ahoy there, fancy pants. What do you want?
Oh,
I'm looking for the Sword Master of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Either I'm supposed to follow him, figure out where she is, or now that I have the skills, she'll see me. I don't know. There was the safe thing. I don't know that those instructions for the... No, because it wouldn't make any sense because I can only move it one direction at a time. And it would just keep... It would make a noise as if it was opening up, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, right there, it makes it sound like it opened up, but...
Davy Jones Lockers. The last word in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices. It's locked.
But it still says it's locked. So.
It's locked. It's locked.
I don't know. It must be it's doing something else.
Employees only. It doesn't seem to open.
Of course not. I was trying to open the door, not the sign. I'm afraid we might be in one of those
special about it.
moments where we might be stuck again. Aren't those fun? I don't think there's anything we can do to let the prisoner out. But I was wondering if there's a way you can combine the items together.
I don't see anything special about it.
Can't go into the governor's mansion until we can poison that meat. Well, rather drug it. We don't want to poison it. Worried about my recording not working correctly. I just did a test recording to see if it would look. Yeah, everything was fine, and it seemed to be. So she kind of looks like Carla, if I remember. Go right there.
Well, if it isn't the boy who wants to be a pirate, how do you fare on your quests?
I found your legendary lost treasure.
Oh, I discovered the lost treasure, eh? You're a clever boy. You may keep the chic t-shirt. We have plenty.
Tell me more about mastering the art of thievery.
We want you to procure a small item for us.
The idol of many hands.
In the governor's mansion. The governor keeps the idol of many hands in a display case in the mansion outside the town.
You'll have to get past the guards, naturally.
The tricky part will be getting past the dogs outside.
Aye, they're a particularly vicious breed. You might be able to drug him or something.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have just talked to those guys, they would have told me I needed to drug the dogs. So, would have figured that out eventually anyway. All right, let's do this because, well, wait, before we hit the H button for a
Anything
hint.
special about it?
Okay, we got that flower, and then some flowers are can be used to make drugs and stuff, right? So I wonder if that needs to go with the meat somehow, but you'd have to like crush it up or something, or cook it. We can put the meat in the stew, so what if I put the flour in the stew, then dip the meat in it? I don't know, just a thought. Probably not on the right track
It's a
there.
striking yellow color. It's not a bay leaf, but every cook makes substitutions.
Okay. It went in there, but I don't know. Meat in there too, I guess. I might be missing ingredients.
Stewed meat. Ow! Got it!
Now the flour.
It's some sort of meat, or meat-like substance. It's boiling hot.
Now maybe that flour is non-retrievable now? Or I needed to put it in there. Was there any difference? It's calling it stewed meat now. Yeah, I could try giving it to the dogs. But I would think it would say something like drugged meat. No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reload. Because I don't want to accidentally bug it out where I'm losing that yellow flour. It's still, yeah, it says stewed meat. So let's wait until I can figure out what else I need with that. And I guess we'll go back out on the map screen. I'll go check out Meat Hook really quick and see if I can do anything else with him. He seemed to get really triggered by insults, so maybe that now that we have some insults that we learned from the sword fighting, we can do something else with him, but that's the only thing that... Okay, that's not the right house. We want to go to where that troll bridge was, right? No. Oh, that's how we got to that island. Okay. We don't need to get a boat to go over there. We had that pulley. So that's how you got the Meat Hook. Okay, so climb up here,
It's just like the one on the other side. I think it could support my weight.
then go up it. I like the
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
I was gonna say I like how Curse on Monkey Island had a radial selection where if you just held down the left mouse button, you could, you know, then I think it was the left or right, I forget, but you could select what you wanted to do. But the way I have to control this is, yeah, I can use the scroll wheel to go through these different verbs here, but it's little trickier to get to the one you want, and you have to scroll through every single one of them, and like with the scroll wheel. I mean, it's workable. I mean, this you've already seen where you got them all down here, and then you got your inventory screen right there too. That's a little bit easier to control for me, like with just the mouse. But and you don't have to even go over to the keyboard necessarily. But I prefer to play it in the modern, graphics. And I guess nothing wrong climbing down. But yeah, I mean they did a pretty good job with designing this game. Otherwise, it's just my little pet peeves about.
I suppose you've come
control.
to invade my peaceful home and insult me again, eh?
This guy's also a character you see again in another game. Sure.
What was your name again, Cannonball Head?
Look, I told you not to call me that. My name's Meat Hook, and you still have a little attitude problem.
And you've still got a little hair problem.
Jeez, you just don't know when to quit, do you?
Yeah, we've already gone down that.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to be funny.
You want to see something funny? Haha, watch this. Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger. Pretty good, eh? I got a whole routine, but I don't have the time to do it all right now. Maybe if we're ever on a long ocean voyage together. But until then, I'm a very busy man, so...
Could you show me that neato tattoo thing again?
Well, okay, but just one more time. Haha, watch this. Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger.
Oops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island. Say goodbye, Roger. Goodbye, Roger.
There's nothing else I can do with him, it looks like, so. It defaults to look at, too. I think
It's just like the one on the other side.
the default action probably should be to pick up, right? I guess, like, when they designed the game originally, I mean, because, I'll just go back here really quick again. You go back to this, alright, so, what does it default to now? Walk to pull, okay? So, why didn't it just do that from the start, right? I don't know. It's alright, though. It's workable. I mean, nothing else. I can always go to that classic mode and make it a little bit easier to control, but... Alright, time for our hint system. We've been doing that a lot here, but... It's actually better than going through a walkthrough, because I'm not getting all the detail. I mean, it just gives me a little hint on where I need to go. Better. Okay, you probably have enough insults to beat the Swordmaster. Great, but where is the Swordmaster? That guy took off to go talk to her. Maybe I gotta go back in town and talk to the old man again in the store. Because he went to go talk to her, and maybe he came back and she said yes, and now I'm gonna find out where she is. There is some puzzle to solve there, probably, though. It's probably not that simple. Now, the voodoo lady, I haven't visited her in a while. I'll just go in here really quick and check that out. See if she's... Oh, if it'll let me go in there.
Hello? Guess no one's here.
And I can't interact with her thing over there, so...
Looks comfortable in a spooky sort of way. No thanks. I can never fall asleep in strange places. No thanks. I'd rather not touch any of this creepy voodoo stuff.
This chalice would be perfect for, like, grog, if I could pick it up with it. Anyway, we'll go back to that shop and see if that guy's there.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again. What do you want?
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Now, if the idea is to follow him to where she is, then I have no clue how to do that, because when you walk out of here, he's not here. And I didn't see him on the overworld. Oh, wait, maybe that was him right there. Oh, cool. Okay. So follow him. If it'll let me. Now we're, well, there's only one way he could have went. This way. He didn't go in the scum bar. Went out that way. Okay. Now what? I didn't see him do anything else. Trail seems to have gone cold. I don't see him on the overworld. Let's assume that he's supposed to be here in town. Okay, I saw him go up and around this, but that doesn't take me there. Huh. Maybe Swordmaster is in the house now? No? Well, I would have seen him on this screen.
There's no answer.
Alright, let's try this again. When I come back in here, he's probably going to be in the village. There's a lookout point. That's just all. That's all that is. You can go directly to the village from the overworld, and you don't have to go through this all over. I saw him go like that way, but it wouldn't let you go over the bend. It makes you turn. I'm gonna try to follow him one more time. And I'm gonna take a better look at the overworld map when I do it, and just make sure. That he didn't pop out on the overworld when I got there, and
I hike halfway across the island to try and
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
get you a reservation with the Swordmaster.
Guess I gotta
who,
hear it.
By the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Alright, let's try this again. Follow him. See where he's going. Okay. With you so far. I mean, we didn't get lost like last time. Up until the last screen. Okay, he's walking past the scum bar, so he doesn't go in there. That. Okay, go past the docks. And past this little house thing. Okay, watch him. He goes. Okay, no, he did turn that way. Okay, and then from here, I didn't see what he did.
What's green and hairy and has 1,000 legs?
Yikes! Oh, you almost scared me to death. I thought you were a... Oh, never mind. What did you say your name was again?
I'll just be off to seek my fortune now.
Good luck.
Now, I thought maybe he had seen something. He's the lookout. Okay, well, I don't see the shop guy on the map at all. We can try popping into some other places. Maybe I could check the circus. Yeah, I didn't see him. No, I don't see him in here on this map. This light hasn't been activated yet, so I'm wondering if that's where it's supposed to be. I don't think she'd be on that island. That's where Meat Hook is. Fork. That fork was where I found that treasure. You think maybe he went in here, though? I don't see him. I get trapped in there again, though. Oh, good. It takes me right out. Alright, well... Shoot. Not in here, right? Now, maybe I'm missing something obvious, but, you know, I mean, I followed him like I thought I had to out of my hunch that I had for it. And when I followed him, there was no... he didn't pop out on this overworld, and I didn't see him walking anywhere. And when you went to the lookout point, he wasn't at the lookout point. Oh. I don't know. Kind of strange. Well, how long have we been going? We've been going for half an hour. I could probably do another half an hour. But it'd be nice to make some progress, because we haven't really done much since I started. Alright, let's hit H again. I hate doing this, but no, I really don't know what to do. Need someone to show you where the Swordmaster lives. Well, I figured that out for myself. Problem is, I don't see where he's going when he gets past to the lookout point. Perhaps I'm not fast enough. I think that's probably it. Maybe I just gotta be quicker to follow him. And maybe I missed him. Maybe he went off the map screen when I didn't see him. Means I gotta go through that dialogue again. I would sure hate to waste time here by following him again and then screwing it up. I'm almost tempted just to look at a walkthrough just to make sure I got the right idea and not read too much further. Of course, then I'm going to be sitting here with the game paused and wasting even more time, so... But that might beat us just running around aimlessly, you know, having the right idea but not doing something exactly right. I don't know what that could be, though. Okay, you know, we're just gonna humor the situation and let's go and do this one more time without looking.
Where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Alright, so, apologize for the jump cut there, but, something happened with the footage, after the point where it just cut out, and I've had to replay a lot of what just happened there. Luckily, I had an earlier save, and I only needed 2 items in order to do this. I may be going over part of what we've already done here, but essentially, we got what we need to get to the Governor's Mansion. Excuse me. We gotta mix this yellow flour with the meat. I don't remember. I didn't watch the entire playthrough to see if I've already showed you that, but we're gonna go ahead and... if I can just get it to work correctly. There. Now it's in the meat. I've got the breath mints from the shopkeeper, so we can do the mansion part. And everything that cut out... well, we don't want to exit the town. Everything that cut out, you're about to see. And then I'm going to load up the game, the save game I already have when we get caught up. Then I'm just going to splice this footage in. Believe me, didn't miss a lot. There's a lot of walking back and forth trying to follow the shopkeeper to figure out where the Swordmaster is, and I couldn't figure that out, as you probably could tell, so I kind of gave up on that quest and decided to do the Governor's Mansion part. That's basically where we left off. So, we'll go ahead over to our Governor's Mansion, we'll do this part, and then pick right back up where we were. Because the game didn't crash, but the footage was not viewable. All you could see was the starting soon screen came up somehow from my stream. I didn't notice that until it was too late. So I didn't push any buttons down there, so I don't know what happened. I must have bumped something.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance.
Important notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
Okay, then we go in here. This is not new to me anymore, because like I said, I played through this already. Alright, so we pick up this vase.
A priceless Ming.
For vase. Okay, and then we go in here. Now this is going to take a while. It's kind of like a cutscene.
This looks like a job for Fester Shinetop.
Better leave this here.
No, not the red button.
It's a big, ugly, hairy yak wearing some wax lips. I can't move it. I can't move it.
The game's doing all this by itself. I'm not even touching it. Which confused me the first time it happened. Like, what's going on here? I'm not even touching it. Okay, then he's going to walk over to the bookshelf.
I'll need this. I must be nuts. Heck! Gophers!
I missed my golfer pun I did in the original footage. But what did I say? Go for one and go for all.
It's beautiful.
Wasn't very good, but
I can't open it.
I just remembered that when it happened.
Uh-oh. That should hold him for a while. If only I had a file, I could get the idol.
Alright, so I was confused about what he was talking about with the file. I thought he might mean a file as in something you put in a file folder, but then I thought maybe he meant something to do with like a file you'd use to file down something, like your nail or metal or something like that. So that's what gave me the idea to go back to the prisoner in jail. And then I remembered I had breath mints, and he had stinky breath. So if we give him the breath mints, we could talk to him. And that's where we left off. So we'll go ahead and repeat all that stuff. Like I said, I'm just going to splice this footage in with my editor, which is going to make the file a little less quality than maybe even the live stream is, but it's my best solution. Fortunately, like I said, I didn't have to replay all the other parts of the game just to do that one part for you, so we're in pretty good shape. Oh, I walked past our jail cell, didn't I? Gotta make sure we put this in here before I load the game back up, because that's where I just left off. This is why it pays to have a backup save file. So we want to use these.
Ooh, that's refreshing.
Well, use one of them anyway. Then give him.
Oh, Grago Mint. How refreshing. Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
Who are you?
My name is Ores. At least I think it is. I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely. Can't you see? I'm innocent.
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
What flowers?
The yellow Konish in Dormi flowers in the forest. It's against the law to pick them.
So, how's the food in there?
Oh, you know, the usual. Slop, grog, gruel, rats, bugs, and body lice if I can catch them. I have a carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made, even though she knows I detest carrot cake. Actually, the cook at the bar is an old friend of mine, and sometimes he sneaks me food, like pork trimmings, mostly feet and lips. But once in a while, he brings this really odd rump roast.
What was so odd about the rump roast?
Well, it's the only rump roast I ever seen with a prehensile tail.
So who'd want to frame you?
I don't know who exactly. I think it was a conspiracy. And if there's one type of piracy I don't like, it's conspiracy.
Would you happen to have a file?
You think I'd be in here if I did? All I have is this carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made me. You can have that if you bring me something to get rid of these rats. I can't stand carrot cake.
Probably a file in his cake, and he's just not, looking at it because he can't stand it. Anyway, that's where I left off. Obviously, this save file, I didn't do all that other stuff, so we're going to load up the save file I was working with, and then we'll be back to where I was. Okay. And we'll save one more time, even though it's not really necessary. Alright. So we're caught up now. I'll splice these two files together. Unfortunately, though, we're kind of stuck because we need to complete the Swordmaster quest as well. We cannot do that because every time I try to follow the shopkeeper, I lose track of where he's going.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again. What do you want?
We're gonna try rat repellent.
I'd like some rat repellent, please.
Ha! I bet you would. But I haven't got any. What else do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back.
Alright, let's just go ahead and follow him.
And don't touch anything!
Yeah, I know. Go try to follow him again. And if I get stuck on this again, we might just call it an episode and I'll think about it and see what we gotta do. I think it's all you gotta do is follow him. But it's either glitched out or something, because every time I come to the last screen and I follow him, I don't see where he goes when you go to the lookout, which is the screen he's obviously going to. And it's confusing me. And then you go to the world map screen, and you don't see his little character icon walking over there either. At least I don't. He's going to around the corner. I come here, and I don't see him. So the only place he could go is off the map. That's not... Oh, that's the storekeeper? Huh. Well, it doesn't look like him. Okay, we're not stuck anymore. They could have made him look different. That was confusing. He looked like one of those regular pirates. Good thing I had my cursor go over him there, or I wouldn't have known any different. So we might get to figure out this Swordmaster quest after all, right? Probably a good thing that error happened. That's clever. Hidden log. There's Carla.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
Going to assume that's the same voice actress that does Carla in the other game. Or games she's in. They got mostly everybody back they could. Sounds like her anyway.
How dare you approach the Swordmaster without permission? Which I surely didn't give you.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. I've come to kill you.
Nothing like being honest. I can tell by the sarcastic expression on your face that you've been fully trained by Captain Smirk. Let's get this over with. My wisest enemies run away at the first sight of me.
I think it's up here.
You run that fast?
My last fight ended with my hands covered with blood.
I mean, her insults are slightly different, but I think the answers would work if I could figure out which one. Maybe that one?
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again, huh?
You are a pain in the backside, sir.
Trying to figure out what would be a good comeback to that. Guess that one?
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
Nope.
My name is feared in every dirty corner of this island.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I hope you have a boat ready for a quick escape.
This is tricky, because like I was saying, her insults are slightly different from the other ones, so trying to figure out which one fits is kind of tricky. Something about a boat for escape.
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
Now I know what filth and stupidity really are.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Nope.
My sword is famous all over the Caribbean.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
I will milk every drop of blood from your body.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I usually see people like you passed out on tavern floors.
So you got that job as a janitor after all. Yikes, nice move.
I hope this teaches you a lesson. Now scram.
Well, that didn't go very well, but can I just exit the screen and come right back and try again? Could have saved the game. Now I'm probably gonna have to follow him back again. Did I save it right before I started that? I don't think so. But anyway, it was tricky, you know, to figure out which insults worked. I was kind of getting it, but some of them just didn't. I couldn't figure out what fit with it. And I don't know how else to put it. I just kind of... The game throws a loop, throws you for a loop is what I'm trying to say, like that. It switches it up, you know. You're used to the other pirates saying one thing and then what the comeback is, and then all of a sudden you have her throwing something else at you, and you got to find what fits with it.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
The dumb thing is, they shouldn't make you do this all over again. They should have you have a shortcut to the Swordmaster since you've already found her. But apparently, that's what they want you to do. So you're being majorly penalized for messing up. Fortunately, though, I'm not stuck on this anymore, and I know that he's going to look like any other pirate that walks around out there this time. Okay, we're going to save it there, so at least I'll be at this point. And I won't have to start that all over again if I mess. Then we'll try facing her one more time. If I screw up, we'll just continue it in the next episode. Because it is getting kind of late here, and we count all that screw up I just cut out a minute ago. I've been playing for quite a while, so... It'll be less painful for you, though, as I'll cut out all the crap we were going through to find this point, to get to this point. Well, I probably could have found this again if I would have just randomly walked, but... Actually, we could just save it right there. I think it would be okay to save it there.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
That kid keeps asking about you, Carla.
Look, if you come out here one more time, I'm gonna cut off your head and spit down your neck. Get it?
Oh, I love it when you talk that way.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
I'm gonna save it here though, so I don't have to listen to that again. I thought maybe not, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe for some reason it would make me walk over here to her automatically. All right, so we have a good save point. We can just reload from if I screw up.
I'm back, and boy, are you in trouble this time.
Let's get this over with. My tongue is sharper than any sword.
My tongue is sharper than any sword. First, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. That seems to fit.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
There are no clever moves that can help you now.
There are no clever moves that can help you now. I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
If your brother's like you, better to marry a pig.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
I don't know, I couldn't think of one.
Only once have I met such a coward.
I don't know, maybe this one?
I wanted to make sure you'd feel
No. Okay, we're gonna load because I'm gonna lose. I don't know, that one I couldn't think of it.
I'm back, and boy, are you in trouble this time.
Let's get this over with.
I mean, none of these seem to fit with some of the things she's saying.
My name is feared in every dirty corner of this island.
So you got that job as a janitor after all.
I don't know why that fits.
My
though.
sword is famous all over the Caribbean.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
No one will ever catch me fighting as badly as you do.
You run that fast?
You are a pain in the backside, sir.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
My wisest enemies run away at the first sight of me.
Feels like I'm missing some.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
Yeah, I just don't know. It feels like I'm missing some insults because a lot of these responses I can give her don't seem to fit what she's saying.
I'm back, and boy, are you in trouble this time.
Let's get this over with. Now I know what filth and stupidity really are.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
usually see people like you passed out on tavern floors.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with
I
me.
don't know. I mean, nothing seems to fit.
My tongue is sharper than any sword.
First, you'd better stop weighting it like a feather duster.
You are a pain in the backside, sir.
What fits with that one? Pain in the backside. I know which one doesn't.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again, huh?
My last fight ended with my hands covered with blood.
That's the same comeback.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again, huh?
Only once have I met such a coward.
What works with that, though? Run that fast? Appropriate, you fight like a cow.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I have no idea.
If your brother's like you, better to marry a pig.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
My wisest enemies run away at the first sight of me.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I don't know. It's the thing that seems to be going on here is that she uses insults that mean that have the same comeback, but they're
Let's
not.
get this over with.
They're not obvious to me, so I don't know what to
My
do.
tongue is sharper than any sword.
First, you'd better stop weighting it like a feather duster.
If your brother's like you, better to marry a pig.
I don't know. It's either this one. This one? Because pigs can run fast, you know, you gotta chase them. It could be this one. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah. We'll try this.
You run that fast?
Nope.
Now I know what filth and stupidity really are.
So you got that job as a janitor after all.
That wasn't the right one, obviously.
There are no clever moves that can help you now.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
We'll keep trying a bit longer, but eventually I'm gonna have to give
I'm
up.
back, and boy, are
And
you
try
in
again
trouble
later.
this time.
Let's get this over with.
If I can just get lucky and I can figure out which
Every
ones I
word
need to
you
do.
say to me is stupid.
Every word you say to me is stupid.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
That worked.
There are no clever moves that can help you now.
Yes, there are. You just never learned them.
I will milk every drop of blood from your body.
Well, that one's obvious. Or at least it should be obvious.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
If your brother's like you, better to marry a pig.
But which one is that supposed? Why? Did you want to borrow one? It's only one because if this doesn't fit, that makes no sense. That didn't work. That makes no sense. That one could work, but I don't know. But this one kind of makes me feel like it's right. I don't know.
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
No one will ever catch me fighting as badly as you do.
You run that fast?
My sword is famous all over the Caribbean.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I give up. You win. Well, I hope you're happy. You can go back and brag to all your friends about how you beat the Swordmaster. You'll need proof. Here, this should convince them.
I got a t-shirt. It seems to be what they like to give out in this game. T-shirts for accomplishments. Let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, all these things in the inventory are from that mansion thing, and they just automatically got added. Except for the vase, I picked that up.
It says, I beat the Swordmaster.
Okay. So, I think we're going to call it the episode. But I'm going to exit to the town first and save the game. And I'm going
Stopping
to...
a pirate can be dangerous to your
Excuse me. You're being rude.
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
I was saying something. Anyway, I'm going to go back to town. I'm going to tell those pirates in the scum bar that I've beat the Swordmaster. And yeah, we'll call it an episode after that, because we're going to be stuck on the last task, which is stealing from the governor's mansion. We need to file. We need to somehow get that guy out of jail first. He'll give me the cake. I don't know how to do that yet, so... Oh, we walk past the scum bar. Okay, go back in there, Guybrush.
Howdy there, Gold Finder.
I'm the deadliest scallywag whatever swung a sword.
Well, defeated the Swordmaster, did you? Aye, you're a strong fella. You may keep the stylish t-shirt. We have enough.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
All right, one more trial to go. Save the game. We'll come back to it later. All right, here we go. Thank you for watching part 4 of The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. Be back with part 5, where we'll finish up the last trial and we'll see what else the game has to offer. Again, thank you for watching. See you next time.